Fausto Pugliese, president of Cyber Trading University.
Most people always focus on the past, where as welcome back, everybody, on this lovely Wednesday. And we are having I don't know if you want to call it a little bit of a rally, but we're getting some really nice moves on some of the stocks that we've been watching over and over and over again. Good to see you, Grant, Lawrence, Michael, Gills, everybody on social media. Welcome back. I did a video yesterday at the close. I don't know if anyone had a chance to watch it. Actually, it did really well on TikTok and on Instagram and YouTube also, obviously. But I did a video on NVIDIA, and one of the big things that we really talk a lot about is about iceberg orders, right? Big block orders. Everything's about big block orders. And it's funny that I was talking to a new student yesterday, and he was Timothy. I think he's in here now. And he was just like, I watched you on one of the big events. One of them was at Wealth 365 and so on. And, he never took training before. And, he does well and stuff like that. But he's like, everyone's always having that edge. But when he was introduced to see the right of the chart, he was totally blown away. And I really have to even listen, I'm not trying to sell anybody, but when you know something works, it just makes sense. And one of the videos I made on it was NVIDIA had a big iceberg order at 145. So if you get a chance, definitely watch that video. But I said it's never going to break it. And then at the end of the video, which you have to watch, okay, because sometimes people lose their attention span in that time. But if you watch the end of that video, you'll know exactly what's going on right now. So when you get the chance, definitely watch it, like it, share it, and always leave a comment. All right. Anyway, and we'll talk a little bit about that really quick. But let's go over some of the stocks that are moving this morning, because there are a lot of them that are doing pretty well. Before I do that, as usual, I want to go over some of the stocks that we traded. This stock was, hold on, was the ARAI. So anyway, this stock was absolutely unbelievable yesterday. What a great runner-up. I did really, really well with this stock. I sold it. I bought it back. It started getting pretty volatile. What a great, I think it could have been a short squeeze. It was amazing because the stock got halted so many times. And what was amazing, the stock doesn't trade that much volume. And then sure enough, that volume kicked in. Oh, there it is. There's the link right there. Rich just posted it. All right. So definitely get to watch it. And make sure you watch the ending. Okay. But this one right here, what a great iceberg order. Volume was unbelievable. Stock only trades about 500,000 shares. Yesterday, the thing traded over, 30, 40 million shares. What a great runner-up. Great stock. Listen, this is what we train for. Look at 9:30, the stock was trading at $7.75, right? $7.50. It ran to 15, okay? If you just made $1, if you went from 9 to 10, 11 to 12, 13 to 14, 750 to 850, you made your $1,000. You're done for the day. And then sure enough, big iceberg orders were hovering there right around 15, which is like we'll talk about the right of the chart. And sure enough, you see how that story ended, okay? You got to follow the money. Anyway, that was one really good one. Tesla, just unbelievable. You heard probably the news last night. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, apologized, okay? Which, by the way, you know what? I think he crossed the line a little bit when he started bringing up the Epstein things. But I don't know what happened there. That is one ugly, it's like your wife, one you love to death, and all of a sudden she went to Vegas, so he went to Vegas, and and basically cheated on you. I don't know what it was. You find out whatever it is, and you're just being just relentless, and it was just ugly. Anyway, he apologized yesterday. I don't know if the relationship's still going to ever be the same, because sometimes, when you say certain things, it's certain things you should say and certain things you don't say. You know what I mean? And but anyway, he did apologize. Stock's doing well. It's not about that. It's also about that they are doing the autonomous driving. Everyone loves the news on that. I told you I love the stock. I sold a lot of it, I'm going to admit, but I still own a lot of the TSLY. I own a pretty big block of that. TSL, I sold a lot of it, got really nervous. I was going to buy it back yesterday, but I kind of screwed up. I got in, I got out of it, a big block of it, but I might get back into it again. But I still got a lot of shares of it. That one anyway did great. Okay, so that one did pretty well. Intel, another one out of nowhere, finally made a big pop. In the middle of the day, 1 o'clock, ran from about 2075 to 22. Nice little mover. Always been a fan of Intel. I don't know. I got a little soft spot for that. TSL. We're going to put that TSLA. We're going to put that on the watch list. But it's pretty much done right now. All right. So we're going to put NVDA on the watch list and so on. Now I'm not going to put the ETFs on there. If you're in the cyber group room, we know the ETFs. It's a lot easier, a lot less expensive to trade ETFs, but we're going to put those in there. And also Palantir doing pretty well too. That stock obviously doing pretty well. PLTR, we've been a big fan of that. And also what is moving this morning, which a lot of you guys are looking at, we posted news on it. Keep an eye on Archer. Okay. I know Josh made that video on Archer. You saw that we were ahead of the curve. Now all of a sudden, I don't know. Is it me, or I always feel like we're 2 days before everyone else finds out? Okay, it's always like 2 days, because it's not that we got this crystal ball, because it's that does not exist. All right, you could hope all you want, doesn't really work other than the movies. But what we do have, what is our crystal ball, is the right of the chart. Wall Street knows better than you know. So why not follow the lead? So anyway, that worked out pretty well. But anyway, those stocks are all on the watch list. Now let's look at some of the small cap stocks, because some of these things are moving pretty well. This KZIA is moving up great. KZIA. It's not AI, okay, so don't confuse it, but it is moving up pretty well. We're going to keep a very close eye on that one. That one got a nice little push right there. Great volume. I don't like the spread. It's probably a category 3 or 4, but she is moving up pretty big. She's the biggest percentage gainer on the market. HSDT, this stock got destroyed beginning of the year. She's starting to make a little bit of a move. She's gapped up a lot this morning, but it's up a lot. We saw this happen yesterday with a stock we traded. It could still probably make a big move. It is number 2 on the list. We're going to put it on the watch list. Another one right here, INEO, flat, tradable, up 48%, 31 million shares pre-market. That's a shitload of shares to trade in pre-market. Could you imagine? The market's not even open. Now, this one looks really, really nice. Look at the beautiful trend on this stock. Cheap, inexpensive. It wasn't this cheap not too long ago. I mean, it was about $7.50 just literally about a month and a half ago. She's moving up pretty nicely this morning. NAOV. Let's go check out the big iceberg orders. What do you say? NAOV. Let's go check them out. NAOV. Here we go. All right. We got a big order. Just showed up at $1.30 about 9 o'clock. So we got some resistance levels there. All right. So we got some orders out there and a couple over here. Let me just hop over NVIDIA really quick. You could see that big 145 was done. The next biggest one is at 150. Tesla, just show you what's got going on over here. 350. Palantir, big iceberg order here, 135. And Archer, I'm not seeing anybody. All right. So that one looks pretty good. Just want to hit those up because I had them on there anyway. All right, listen, we got a lot of stocks over here. I mean, TRNR, a little bit better than the other ones that we saw, even the big percentage gainer ones, the KZAI and the HSDT. I like these better. They're trending a little bit better. Okay. Remember, we don't want stocks that go up big and start trending down. That's profit taking. But sometimes, when the market opens up, they will pop. So you could see there are a lot of stocks on this watch list. A lot. Rigetti's moving again this morning. We know that the quantum stocks are moving up pretty well too. Rigetti's moving up pretty well too. RGTI. So the quantum stocks are moving. What happened over here? SMR. I think it's pretty volatile. Had a really nice move yesterday and came all the way back down. Nuclear stocks are moving pretty well too. We're going to keep an eye on those. Those are all doing pretty well. There's a quantum stock right there. QUBT testing almost a high right there from yesterday. So quantum's on the rise. All right, losers. What happened over here? We know why that's in a loser. We know why that's in a loser. Okay, we know why that's in a loser. New York Stock Exchange, as typical, really don't find anything there. Everything's always in the NASDAQ. Always, 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 always. Jill is getting killed today. All right, not really trading that. All right, really big list. And you know why? Because today is Wednesday. Midweek is always the best time to trade. Andrea, Grant, finally a huge winner for me over the last few weeks. Oh, wait, what'd you get? You got that stock right there, the KZAI, Andrea. The early bird gets the worm, right? Well, we don't really say it. We say early bird gets the money. Nice little move on that. Yeah, beautiful. Fausto flag. Everything was perfect there. Everything that you learned, Andrea, boom, nailed it. All right. Any other questions before we go? Anything we're missing? I'll put this in a watch list. Remember, we're going to post this on our X. We'll post this on our alerts. We'll post this on Telegram. If you are not subscribers to any of those, please do it now. I will be on today. We do have a podcast. Good friend of mine is going to be coming on. Old friend, been with him forever, Tom Busby. So he's going to be with us, joining us at 12 o'clock. I will be with Kathy Lynn from BK Forex 2 at 11. So we got a busy day here, not only with classes and education, but looks like we're going to have a busy morning in the market. And don't forget to watch those videos, okay, guys, that I post up. Make sure you like it, share it, and leave a comment. All right, see you about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on social media, if you want to come and join our trading room, I'm just going to post a link up there really quick for you. Just click on that link, that QR code right there. Take your phone, scan the QR code, and you can join us. We're here all day like we've been here for the past 35 years. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Trade safe. See you back in 15 minutes when the market opens up.